questionable decisions. Over the years, David has shown me a few consistent traits. First is dedication. As many of you know in the room, or already know, nothing is more important to David than his family and his friends. He has and always will prioritize the special people in his life and make them feel cherished, supported, and most importantly, loved. Aaron, I know the unconditional love that you both share will form the foundation for your relationship. Second, generosity. David is not the type of person who will just give you the shirt off his back. He is the type of person who will painstakingly spend hours combing through websites and shops to find you that perfect shirt you always wanted. And then he will continue to act as your hype man and shower you with compliments every time you wear it for as long as you own it. Aaron, may all your anniversaries to come be a constant reminder of the thought, time, and effort that David goes through to show that he cares. Dependability. Whenever I found myself in a time of need, there were a few people I would turn to in life that I could depend on no matter the situation. Whether it's face planting off the ledge with a snowboard or while on a snowboard, or something as mundane as helping us move, David was there when I needed him. And his willingness to be there extends just beyond more than just myself. Ask any member of my family, and they will be able to recount a moment or a time when David was there to lend him his time and support. Aaron, being able to depend on each other allows for continued growth and trust and stability, and I have no doubt in my mind that David will be a rock. The list goes on, but David needed to fork out more money for the expensive investment package. As we celebrate David and Aaron's new journey, I want to raise a toast to the man who demonstrates loyalty, laughter, and the pure joy of riding a mechanical bull. And to the woman who puts up with our shenanigans and makes a good man better. May your days ahead be filled with the same love, compassion, and adventure you bring into the lives of everybody you meet. Cheers. Cheers.
Now I'm going to welcome Ryan. Oh, you. Doing
All right. Thank you everyone for being here today. I'm honored to be here for this momentous occasion. Thank you, Rob, for that thoughtful speech. Very classy, very well said, as always. I've been friends with Rob for a long time too, and he's always been a great person to listen to. He's got tons of great advice, and he's just always seems wise beyond his years. He's a good friend. You always want to pay attention to what he has to say, unless he's talking about stock picks. Then you might want to escape as quickly as possible. I'm just kidding, Rob. I love you, Rob. Rob's actually, I consider him a very savvy financial investor. I first met David through Rob, actually. I believe it was at David and Rob and Ashley's engagement party, and I think that would have been back in like 2012-ish, right? So it's like 10 years ago. David would have been about 25 years old at the time, I think. Give or take, 25. I still remember meeting David for the first time at that party. He was in the kitchen, he was standing alone, and I walked over to him and I said, "Hey there, little buddy. Where are your parents at? He just looked really, really young. He's got that baby face. incredibly young, yeah. And of course, immediately he snapped back at me, I'm Rob's best friend. Who the hell are you? We've been friends ever since. Sorry, I had to make a short joke. Almost on it. You just had that baby face. You're still my little rugrat. You always will be. So, David, he's not physically a big person. He doesn't have a physically big stature. But that's okay, because he does have a very big heart. David would bend over backwards to help you out. He will literally give a stranger the shirt off his back. He would probably even give CPR to a drowning squirrel. Did you know that David's spirit animal is a squirrel? Which explains a lot considering his attention span is about the time it takes a traffic light to change from yellow to red. You've got a very brief window to get your message across. Otherwise, it's squirrel! As I've said, David is very considerate to everyone in his life, including someone he may have just met. He's an excellent example of living by the golden rule and treating others with respect. I mean that. He's just so generous. He'll be like, Ryan, I just got you a Christmas present. You're going to love it, I know it. And I'm like, David, it's not even March yet. I'm already thinking about Christmas presents. And he's considerate. Don't get me started on his excessive tipping habits. It's almost nauseating. With his over-tipping and inflation, I'm not sure how he makes ends meet. But that's how he is. He's just always thinking about others. With one exception. On the road, behind the wheel. That's when everyone becomes the enemy. Constantly slowing down David's attempt to break the new land speed record. I now know why Erin immediately falls asleep as soon as she gets in the car. It's to avoid the sheer terror that's about to ensue. Just wake me up when I get there. It's been an absolute pleasure to have Erin enter our lives. I said David is nice, and he is, but Erin is next level nice. She's just the easiest person to be around. I seriously think that Erin might be the nicest person I've ever met. At least top 3. I commend Erin's parents for raising such a wonderful, patient, and pleasant human being. You've provided her with all the tools and skills necessary to handle the constant chaos that is David. So I spent a lot of time with David in the great outdoors fishing. We've caught a lot of fish over the years, but I'm willing to admit that David could possibly be a better fisher than myself. He's certainly caught more fish overall, but I've caught more big fish. Either way, he becomes very focused when fishing. He attempts different techniques and baits, and he doesn't give up until he catches the fish. I think that without us realizing it, fishing has prepared us for marriage in many ways. Fishing requires patience and determination, both of which are key for a strong marriage. Sometimes I ask my wife, when I want to go fishing with my buddies, I try to remind her of these key essentials that fishing embodies, but she doesn't seem to care about that. Doesn't need to for the same qualities that make David such a great angler, patience, determination, and a good sense of humor, I know that he will always strive to be the best husband to Erin. David and I may always be in competition to see who can catch the biggest bass, but no matter the size of the fish, Erin will always be his greatest catch. We've also spent a lot of time camping over the years. We both enjoy setting up camp and cooking meals over the fire, not to mention having a cold beer around the campfire or two. But camping is serious business for David. David is the kind of guy who will practice setting up his tent at home the night before the trip. That way, when we arrive, he will have his tent set up in 4 minutes and 16 seconds flat, only to inevitably come over and ask me, "What's taking you so long?" Yeah, it never fails. David, he is the MacGyver of camping. You could drop David off in the jungle with a can opener and a slinky, and 6 months later, he'd be doing just fine. But for all the great ideas that he has up his sleeve, he can conjure up some pretty terrible ones too. And that's where we, his friends and family, jump into action. It's our responsibility to tell David, "I don't think that's a good idea." For example, when camping, David, "I'll just climb that tree with my axe in one hand and the beard in the other." "I don't think that's a good idea, David." Or, "Yeah, let me just jump off this cliff into the rapids because it's faster." "Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, David." Or, "David, stay back. I'm going to light all these fireworks at once with this flaming log." "Yeah, David, I don't think that's a good idea." I know I've been cracking jokes about David while up here, mainly because I can get away with it right now because people are retaliating. You did ask me to do this, man, so. Yeah. But really, our friendship is not based on making jokes about one another. Instead, it's quite the opposite. I think the real reason David and I have become such good friends is because we've supported each other over the years. It's the small things that add up to define who someone is and their true character. And David is always there to give words of encouragement. He's there to give you a pat on the back when you need it. He genuinely wants to see us succeed. I know that if I need help, David will be at my door as soon as possible, even if it's 3 a.m. That's the type of true friend he is, and why we should all be grateful to have David as part of our lives, no matter how annoying he can be at times. I wish David and Erin an amazing life together. We look forward to many more exciting adventures and fun camping trips, even if we do have to keep telling David, "I don't think that's a good idea." So, as David always says, cheers to David and Erin.
you, father of the bride, Kent.
Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, and the family and friends, today is a special day as we come together to celebrate the union of two wonderful souls, Evan and David. As a parent, seeing your child find love and happiness is a big joy. And today, my heart is overflowing with joy for Evan and David. Erin, my dear daughter, you have become an amazing woman, full of grace, kindness, and the love for that life that makes every room you enter light up. David, you have captured Erin's heart with your strong support and genuine love. Seeing how much you both care for each other fills me with excitement for the journey you will take together. I want to say thank you to all the kind people here today. Your being here makes this day even more special. To our family and friends, your love and support have been a foundation on which Erin and David's love story has flourished. Your love and support mean a lot. In this moment, I want to say a special thank you to Tom and Kathy, David's parents. Your warm welcome into our family has touched us deeply. And you helped to shape David into a wonderful person he is today. Your guidance and love have really made a difference. And we are thankful for that. Erin and David, let us remember that marriage is a journey filled with both joy and challenges. Keep the happy moments close and stand strong during the storm and continue to grow together hand in hand. In life, difficult things are bound to happen. But remember that the only person who will be on your side unconditionally is your spouse, no matter what. To Erin and David, may your days be full of love, understanding, and lots of happiness. I'm truly happy for you both and will always be here to support you and pray for you. Congratulations again to Mr. and Mrs. Mela.